Brent Hieggelke, who is the Chief Marketing Officer for CrowdStreet.
CrowdStreet is basically a new way to invest in real estate, commercial real estate, large real estate projects, right? Things that typically the average person wouldn't have access to. So multifamily developments with multiple, hundreds of units, medical office, industrial, e-commerce, warehousing, self-storage, senior living, student housing, all those kinds of things that, we kind of live, work, and play in outside of our homes. And we let people do it online. So think of it as, how you buy stocks now and manage your stock portfolio online. You can now do the same thing with commercial real estate. I joined the company a couple of years ago and honestly was brand new to commercial real estate. I've been a big real estate fan. I actually started a company in the vacation rental area about a decade ago. I've bought and sold houses, multiple times, but never worked in commercial real estate. But what I am, the reason I joined it and kind of my career path here is that I am sort of a serial entrepreneurial CMO. So I like to say I'm a glutton for chaos. I really enjoy coming in at the stage in a company where they're at a real intersection of where they want to go, and they haven't quite figured out either the right marketing team structure, the right marketing model, could be the positioning of the company needs to change. So it's at a real juncture where success, kind of lies in some of those key decisions. And I found that I really love getting in there at that stage and helping to figure out that next solution. If you want to be a great marketer, go spend some time as a salesperson. Either become a salesperson or spend a lot of time with the sales team and really, really understand what they're facing and what they need. I do have a lot of ideas, and some of them are pretty good. That's what I say. So I say, I know I generate a lot of ideas, but I throw out a lot of ideas because a lot of them are stupid and a lot of them are off. And so what I've developed over the years is sort of a self-reflective kind of personal devil's advocacy, so that when I come up with an idea, I kind of run it through. I mean, I will spend, obviously not, sometimes you don't have the luxury of time, but if it's like, let's say a new business idea, I might spend years thinking about it, right? And why it wouldn't work and, and really analyzing the market and that kind of thing. But, for what I've, honed now is this ability to come up with an idea and then apply sort of a strategic layer and say, okay, does this meet all the strategic criteria of what we're trying to do? Is the target audience going to, is this going to resonate with them with where we're going from the positioning of the company? So it's really that combination of creative and strategic intersection that I think I've honed over, many, many years of my career. Finding great people and, and what I mean by that is great people that really fit the job and can grow with the job, because it's, there obviously you can hire people. We're doing it all over Zoom now, which is a challenge, because you get literally a flat screen view of everybody, and it's hard to build real chemistry. And when you're really interviewing somebody for a position, hopefully you're spending a lot of time with them. Hopefully you're out having coffee or lunch and just getting to know them as people. Having that sort of, like, I call it soft skills time, where just, understanding them as an individual and do they fit culturally and all those softer things that they're still incredibly important. And it's hard now to kind of nail that. The good news is, we're loosening kind of some of the geographic strains. So, like we've gone now officially kind of remote friendly. And so, now I've got the whole country to recruit from. Make everybody feel like I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and get in the trenches. What I tell my team is, you can come to me with any issue, any challenge. Don't ever feel like it's too low level, because I'd like to coach you through it. The one that was pretty interesting is I was at a company, it's now called Airship, but it was Urban Airship at the time. And they were really the pioneers in push notifications and marketing messaging for mobile apps. So this was, kind of in the 2013 timeframe when mobile apps were just exploding. And, we all know about push notifications now. We see them every day on the screens of our phones. But at the time, it was very nascent. And so everybody was kind of rushing to send out notifications, and it was becoming kind of a tonnage game, right? Like more notifications means more engagement by users. And that's what we're going for. And I actually walked in, and about a month after I joined the company, I said, you know what? We're going to launch a campaign called Good Push. And we're going to basically say, you know, hey, this notification has to be good. And good in the idea that the user says, oh, thank you for that. Like, it can't be a marketing message. It can't be annoying, because guess what? They can shut them off. And so we actually wrote a book. We called it The Pocket Guide to Good Push. We wrote this, 100-page little booklet. We actually designed it to look like a smartphone. And we started going to, South by Southwest and Mobile World Congress and all these big, and we started handing it out, and we started running, digital campaigns. We actually built a website, The Guide to Good Push. And we became really sort of like evangelists for how you use this new channel, which was brand new, in a way that delivered value to the consumer. And that really, really resonated with, especially at the higher level of marketers who were like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but like I said, in the moment, in that context, it was not obvious. So that was a campaign that really, I think, helped not only this company, but just even that nascent mobile industry take stock of, kind of like this great power. With great power comes great responsibility. Just because we can send notifications to people's phones doesn't mean we always should.